Hello everybody, welcome to the new video. As you can see, we are in a time warp here. I went out to a new pond right by my house, just 5 minutes away. Had a pretty good 3 hours of fishing, caught 5 fish, fished all top water. I scoped this pond out 2 weeks ago, and I thought, man, this pond looks excellent for top water. So I brought a frog. Actually, I brought all my rods just in case, but I only used the frog and the buzz bait, and recorded the whole video. Got home, noticed it was only 10 minutes long, and it was I videoed it in time warp. So, number one. Anyways, you can't convert it back to a normal video, so I figured why the heck not? Oh, number two. Why not just show my whole morning of fishing? I got out here at about 6:30, ended at about 9:30. Saw a couple gators here at this little pond, but I also, you can't really see in the video, but I also lost quite a bit of fish fishing in these grass mats. They're really, really, really thick. And they're not just on the top, they go down all the way to the bottom. So when you hook into these frogs, you're having to pull through all that extra vegetation, which it makes it easier for them to get away. Number three. First two were on a buzz bait, and all the rest are on the frog. Anyway, sun is up now. I caught most of my fish on this. Well, I caught, I think, 3 of my fish on this grass mat right in front of me, which is where the gator came and kind of made me move somewhere else. Small gator, but he kind of started chasing my frog, so I had to move. Anyways, we're kind of doing the buzz bait in places where there are little pockets, and kind of just casting. Oh, got one right there. And casting around. But I've been using the Scum Frog. I love the Scum Frog. I want to try the Spro Frog, specifically the Spro Popper. I follow Roland Martin on YouTube, and he has high praise for that frog, so I'm probably going to go buy one this week. So right here, I throw my frog out, look back, and actually a gator eats my frog. So I have a gator on the line right now. Let the drag loose, let the gator do its thing, and about 5-10 minutes later, I yanked on it to see if he still had it, and he did not. Luckily, I actually didn't even see it because I was looking behind me when I caught him, but he did put a couple holes in my frog. But it's a Scum Frog, so it's tough as a mother, so I kept fishing with it, and it was doing okay. It was starting to sink a little bit. If I pulled it in fast enough, it was fine. It had a bite there, but it came off. You could kind of see all that vegetation there. I didn't bring my fish finder either because I knew this pond was shallow and had a bunch of muck in it, and it would just not worked. Casting. I think I said it before, but I think I caught 5, and I probably had 6 or 7 blow-ups or fish I missed. So I want to go back here and hopefully shoot a better video, but it was pretty fun. It was a smaller pond, but it was a good size for a good couple hours of fishing. I may as well talk about my rods while I'm here. I've never really talked about them a lot, but I have mostly 13 fishing rods and reels, as you guys know. My spinning rod is a Ugly Stick, it's Shakespeare Ugly Stick GX2, that was my very first rod I got, so I gotta have the OG. It's held up strong. But then I just recently bought my first used rod and reel. The rod is a Lose Mach 2. It's a medium heavy. I think it's a fast action, and that rod feels a lot like my Fate V3 13 fishing rod. It's comfortable, it's weighted kind of the same, and I really like it. And I can tell it's pretty old, so it must be a pretty durable rod. The reel that came with it was the Shimano. What was it? Shimano Curado reel, which it's really smooth. I really like that reel. But so the Lose rod, I really like the Lose rod, and I really like the reel. So far, so good. I've only used them twice each, but the Lose rod I caught two today with the buzzbait. Caught another one right here. See all that muck? You could see all that muck. I caught it, and it took me a while to get it all off. But 13 fishing, I love their rods and reels. I especially love my my Fate V3 rod. It's the white one. I think it's 7.1 medium heavy fast action, and I use it for right now mainly Texas rigging, but it can do whatever. It can fish whatever lure, whatever style you want, really. I've used it for frog fishing too. There's another one. I think that's number 5. And I have the Origin. So I'm talking about the frog here. The gator bit off half of one of the legs. But it's the Origin C reel. I think together it was about $160 when I bought them. No issues with the reel and no issues with the rod at all. And I've been pretty rough with them. The dark horse of the reels I own is the one I'm using with my frog rod. It's an 8:1:1 ratio. It's the It's the 13 fishing F1, I think. But I love that reel. It's solid, it feels good, and it was cheap. I think it was $50. But it never backlashes. It's smooth. Its drag goes super high, which is why I have it on my frog rod as well. But I just love that reel. I'll probably get 1 or 2 more of those when the time comes. Yeah, it's the 13 Fishing Origin F1. It's on Tackle Warehouse. It's $50. So I'm getting towards the end of the day here. Well, the end of the morning. It's about 9 o'clock right now, and I'm kind of just exploring, seeing what's in the water. Got a nice wedgie going. Making it back to the car. It was really, really clear, but just choking with vegetation on this side, and it's super shallow, so I didn't really do too much. I saw a couple bass swim away right here in this little pocket. They were eating bait fish all day over here, so that made it kind of fun to fish. But just kind of looking. But I want to come back, fish a better video, and so you guys can see the full thing. But it was a fun time. Definitely a topwater pond, nothing else. And you can see right there, it's the VFW pond in Lufkin, Texas. So the secret's out. For y'all that want to come to Lufkin, hit me up and we'll do some topwater popping. There it is. Love my life vest. I recommend it to anyone. It's really comfortable and it's got a lot of good pockets. But remember to guys, like and subscribe, and I appreciate the support. Stay tuned for the next video.